get the check, both flex, more reps, 100 cents, get your chips, you can bet on me. Know we living good, so my niggas out the hood, for long, going for it, we ain't taking no three. I was in the jets, feeling like a T-Rex, in the jungle with baguettes, and a tech on me. First time we ever met, had diamonds on my neck, hitting hard like a wreck, we was going OT. We'll never tell by who we saw. Sticking to the strip, I'm a movie star. Ask a little bitch, you know who we are. So the best friend, she wanna do me wrong. No cap, but I'm always fitted. Bought a new shovel, they gon' always dig it. Like everything I do, they gon' always steal it. When they hate in the air, you can always feel it. Why you wanna hate on a nigga like me? I don't know, no. Couple of freaks in the VIP, and they on go. Ride around town with a check on me, but I want more. You send my lead, better know your speed, little nigga. I'm a pro. You know we going hard, never let up. If it come too easy, set up. Yeah, you say you get money for the better. All this muscle in my pocket, better catch up.
Fucking on me, then you fucking up.
DJ Esco, ET, Esco Terrestrial.
Welcome, y'all. Vezino Podcast, episode 8. Got a special episode for y'all today. Want to introduce someone special to y'all, but let me read his bio real quick for you. This man has 78 career receptions for 1,019 yards and 5 touchdowns in his 8 NFL seasons. He signed with Kansas City as an undrafted free agent out of Louisville in 2012. He spent time in San Diego and Washington before being claimed off waivers by Chicago in 2014, where he played 5 seasons with the Bears. Y'all know Trubisky. Now I want y'all to, welcome Josh Bellamy. Welcome Josh Bellamy.
What they do,
Josh Bellamy in the house.
What's good, boy?
Welcome, brother, Vezino Podcast, man. Episode 8.
Okay. I've been seeing it. Hey, man, it's an honor to be on here, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
Yes, sir. Welcome, man. Guest star, first time. How you doing, brother? How's life?
Everything good, man. Just getting back out here, man. You know what I'm saying? You reuniting with my kids and my family, my wife and kids, just doing everything I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Staying out the way, keeping out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Being a positive role model to the community and to the kids.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. How you know this man Marvez, man?
Oh, man, come on. Don't get me started. I met Vez in 2012. I want to say 2012. In 2012, been my homeboy.
The best thing ever happened to him.
Hey, what'd he say?
So the best thing that ever happened to you.
No, Vez, that's my homie. That's a real good friend, man. I met, a while back, me coming into the league. I ain't gonna tell you how I met him. He beat me out my money. And then, but I gained a friendship, man, a long time friendship, man, with Marvez, and we've been cool ever since, man. We've been in and out of town everywhere, man. That's a real cool dude right there. Real good friend, loyal dude, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Vezino, what was your first impressions of Josh Bellamy, man?
Do you hear static?
Yeah. Uh-oh. We lost Josh.
Oh, so that was Josh's fault.
Yeah, it was Josh.
He'll come back in. Man, I'm gonna tell you about Josh Bellamy, man. That guy there was when I met Josh, I knew something special was about. It was just something special about him. When I met him, he was on the practice squad. When I met Josh, $5,000-$6,000 a week guy, practice squad, love to gamble, but he had a demeanor, the way he carried himself. He always carried himself as a star. And like, if you didn't watch the games on Sunday, and you saw Josh Bellamy on Tuesday, Wednesday, you will automatically say that's the star player for Kansas City Chiefs. So, you know, we would go places. The way he'll just, I always knew he was either an NFL star or a rapper. I used to always tell him, bro, why you don't rap? He used to tell me, like, bro, I rap. But this before his rap career, though. You know, he didn't come out rapping until later on. But man, was a great guy, man. He you know, we had a lot of fun together. He taught me a lot. You know, I'm gonna wait till he get back in to point out some of the things that he did teach me. But I taught him a lot. Now. But I'm gonna point out his good. I'm gonna give him his roses. I'm gonna give him his flowers right here. What he did for me coming from a country town, coming from Mississippi, I thought I had, you know, I'm swagged up. I got the girls. I got this. When I met Bell, he was like, man, you don't go on with that country stuff, man. That's country. And, you know, he kind of showed me, you know what I'm saying? Kind of showed me a little more swag that I had to put with that country stuff. And I think it helped me, you know what I'm saying? It helped me maneuver my way through a lot of, you know, getting around a lot of other athletes, getting around just superstars. It kind of helped me, man. So I give him that. He did that, you know. I taught him a lot, you know, because he was blind. But now, you know, Josh, that's my dog, man. It ain't nothing I wouldn't do for him, man. But, you know, we stay at it, though. One of my biggest critics in Vezino Locks is Joshua Bellamy. That's my biggest critic.
I gotta be. Cause guess what, Jay? I gotta make sure I'm on him so he don't never lack. You know what I'm saying? Like the biggest thing I think, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to us as people, you know what I'm saying, is second guessing ourselves. Now, Vez, the ultimate hustler. I mean, if I ever had to say anybody in this world, I'm gonna tell you that's my go-to man. If I ever needed advice on something, or if I think about something and I say, hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? Let me think about this. Vez, what you think about this? You know what I'm saying? Or I got to ask him, you know what I'm saying? Anything that I'm thinking about doing or something, I'm going to ask him on his opinion because I value his opinion. I know what he's capable of. I done seen what he, you know what I'm saying, what he can do. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we done both kind of been in the same situation, similar situations. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm hard on him because he hard on me. So I got to be the same way on you. You going to be on me. So one thing I'm going to tell him is, I always tell him, Vez, he'll tell me something. I'll be like, Vez, why you second guessing yourself? Like before, anytime he put anything out, I call him. I'm like, what you thinking? He'll tell me, like, I'm thinking this, but I think I'm going to go with this. And I'll be like, man, why you second guessing yourself? Don't second guess yourself. And then he always be like, man, I should have went with my first mind, man. But yeah, man, you know. But hey, man, good at what he do now.
We can go 10-1. I can win 10 straight games. Bell, he'll text me, good job. Just leave it like that. We lose that one game that he tell me from the door, that's a dumb pick. I say, this the pick though. Oh man, he texting, why are you so garbage? Why are you even doing this? You're losing people money. Like, you should stop, man. Like, he go off, and I'll be like, man, look at this dude, Bell. I'm already hurting. I'm down, and he just gonna go ahead and spit on me.
Yeah, I gotta get to him. Hey, get it together the next go round. We can't lose. We don't need to lose. We can't lose.
A little bit of Vezino lock talk, y'all. Josh, you were on. You were getting locks from Vez way before he was selling.
Yeah, man.
My whole life.
I go back with me and Vez go back before any of this. You get what I'm saying? Told you I met Vez in 2012. When I met Vez in 2012, we clicked. You know what I'm saying? Because we kind of like we the same. You know what I'm saying? You got the same interests in a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? He big in sports. I play sports. He big on sports. You know what I'm saying? He plays sports too. You know what I'm saying? He got eye on the court. You know what I'm saying? I'm still waiting on my one-on-one. I think I can get him, Jay. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of interest in the same stuff. So we kind of click, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like, he used to tell me way back then, man, I ain't gonna lie, you play for the Chiefs, but y'all are garbage. Y'all are not gonna win the game. Y'all are garbage. You know what I'm saying? And I used to be like, man, what the hell? How this man know? You know what I'm saying? This stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? But he do a lot of research, man, and that's why he's successful at the stuff he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Because he do a lot of research on it. You know what I'm saying? He do a lot of a lot of thinking and a lot of planning going into the stuff that he do. I think that's why he's successful in a lot of stuff.
Man, going back to 2012, that was the year you made the you made the league.
That's the year I came in the league.
Yeah. Who's the quarterback on the Chiefs that year? You remember?
We had Matt Castle.
Matt Castle.
Yeah, Matt Castle.
Yeah. Backup for Tom Brady at one point. I remember that.
Yeah.
Speaking on your NFL career, man, any shout outs to any teammates or any individuals that helped you get into the league?
When I came into the league, I came into a good team. Like when I first got to Kansas City, I was there with Dwayne Bowe, Jamal Charles, Derek Johnson, Jarrell Poe, Brandon Flowers. It was a bunch of dudes. We had a lot of dudes on that team, but they helped me. You know what I'm saying? I was fortunate to be on a team of vets. You know what I'm saying? A team of guys who played, who been in similar situations as me, coming in undrafted or whatever drafted, but they took care of us. I feel like now in the league you got a lot of guys that come in the league now and they don't really show the young guys the ropes, like the real way to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, we hung out, we had our fun, but they kind of still showed us like, what, this is what it is. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain way to act. See, like now, you got dudes who can rap. You could do all type of stuff in the league that you couldn't do back when I was in the league. You know what I'm saying? When I first got in the league, you couldn't, it wasn't like that. It wasn't no Any Given Sunday. That movie, it wasn't like that. No, you had to be, you know what I'm saying? It was a strict way, you know what I'm saying? You had to be and you had to act accordingly. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of leeway in it now. But, I feel like a lot of the older guys need to get back to, you know what I'm saying, really the principles and morals of the game and really teach the young guys the way so they can, you know what I'm saying? But, I think it's been good because you haven't heard a lot of stories in the offseason. You ain't heard a lot of, you know what I'm saying, negative stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be a little bit, but, they've been doing good, you know what I'm saying? So.
Shout out to the vets, man, in the league. They're talking about expanding the rosters out here so you can include more vets now. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah. They talking about doing lots. There's a lot of new stuff going on, man. I remember back, I was just looking at the practice squad. I came in practice squad. I'm looking at the practice squad. They making $15,000 a week now.
What y'all
when I
making
came in the league, Jay? When I came in the league, Jay, we was only taking home $3,000 a week.
Yeah. Right.
You feel me?
Right.
I was only bringing home $3,000 a week. So, say I want to get fly, I want to buy me an outfit, I want to do something. My money gone. I got to pay my little rent or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It ain't, you know what I'm saying? You got to take care of your kids. You got kids or your family, all the people that you got to look out for. But, it really wasn't no leeway. I feel like now, you know what I'm saying? They kind of, they giving the players, you know what I'm saying, some money to earn their way. One thing I think they should do is preseason. They should change the pay for the preseason for these guys. Because you got a lot of guys that leave their jobs, leave their homes behind to go try to make a team. And when they done, say they get cut, they go home with nothing. So I think they should get at least practice squad pay for the preseason, because if they leave the game, say they get cut, at least they made something they can go back home with, and they can kind of, you know what I'm saying, take care of their family, feed their families with it, something like that. Give them a little head start.
Yeah, man, that's good, man. The league gotta hear that. What was going through your mind, man, when you got undrafted? Was it 2011, 2012?
Man, I went to the Chiefs, man. The Chiefs called me. They called me in the 4th round. They say, man, you know what, Bellamy, we're going to take you right here. So, I got all my family in the living room, because I went undrafted. I really didn't play too much in college, you know what I'm saying? I went to junior college, in Butte Community College for 2 years. I had a full ride to South Florida. I didn't get my grades. I went to Butte Community College for 2 years. Went out there, won the national championship. Committed to Iowa State, but didn't have my grades coming out of junior college. So I went home for a year, got together. Charlie Strong got the head job at Louisville. And he recruited me at Florida. So when he got the head coaching job, my cousin was going over there. He was already at Louisville. So I told him I'd come there. I went to Louisville for 2 years. Went out there, I didn't really play much. I had a couple of injuries and stuff, but I had some film. The Chiefs called me 4th round, said they was gonna take me. So I'm waiting 4th round. My whole family in the living room, like, y'all, here it go, we going. 4th round, Chiefs pick. They take Devin Wiley out of forgot what school he went to. Took him. Called me back, 7th round. We gonna take you right here. 7th round come. Like, I gotta be going right here. They don't take me then. They call me after the draft over. They say, man, we're going to take you preferred free agent, man. We're going to give you most money out of all our free agents. You preferred free agent. We're going to take you. We're going to bring you in. Brought me in. I went there. Only thing I had in my mind, I'm a go-getter. That's all I had in my mind. Like, I got to make this team. Whatever I do, I got to make this team. You know what I'm saying? So I went out there with the right mindset. I did my thing. I did pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It was a battle, but when they called me, I was always the last they called me, the last dude to get called in. I remember like it was yesterday. I was at the Wayne Bowe house. The Wayne Bowe said, man, you must have made the team. They ain't called you yet. It's about 6 o'clock. Called me at like 10 minutes later. Hey, Bellamy, we need you to come in and bring your playbook. I'm like, man, what? I go up to the facility. They tell me that they cutting me, but they going to put me on practice squad. So I'm like, dang, practice squad. That was a big letdown for me, though. You know what I'm saying? But me, in my mind, I ain't been in the league. So, like me in my mind, I'm like, dang, that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, I ain't make the team. Like, what? But in reality, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it was a blessing for me. You know what I'm saying? It gave me time to learn the game. You know what I'm saying? It gave me just way more insight on the game, and then just because I had raw talent, but I had to learn more. So, you know what I'm saying? Instead of me, I was looking at it like it was really like a letdown for me. But I was like, you know what? I just took it in for what it was. And, I just went out there and grinded. It was on practice squad for the whole year. They put me up on the active for like the last 3 games. You know what I'm saying? And I played the last 3 games, came back the next year, and they cut me after preseason. And, I just always was a grinder. So I never wanted to give up. Never wanted to let up. I remember, man, I done been cut probably about 6 times, Jay. Probably been cut by 6 times. But my mentality never let me, you know what I'm saying, like, give up. I remember my agent. I had to find my agent because I remember when he told me, hey, man, this after because, I left Kansas City. I went to San Diego for 10 weeks. This in 2013. We went to San Diego for 10 weeks, left San Diego. When I got cut by San Diego, I didn't even see the coach. Vez came out to San Diego and visited me. Yeah. When I got cut by San Diego, I didn't even get to see the coach. I got cut by the weight coach. He cut me, sent me on my way, went home for a week. Then Washington called me, went to Washington Redskins. When I Washington, I'm finna get ready to following next season. Finna get ready. Washington called me. They tell me I got my plane ticket to go. They finna go to OTAs, off-season workouts. Called me back 2 days later. Hey, Josh, we letting you go. I'm ready to go get on the plane. Finna go to Washington. They say, yeah, we're gonna let you go. So now I'm like, dang. So now I'm at home. Probably another week go by. Chicago claimed me off waivers. Go to Chicago. I'm out there doing good. They put me on practice squad. Then I think Brandon Marshall got hurt. They brought me up. Brandon Marshall came back. They cut me. I think I got cut by the Bears like 3 times in the same season. The 3rd time I got cut, my agent said, man, you know what? I think, man, we're going to just probably go to the Canada route. But, I told him, I say, man, listen, I'm going to tell you something. If I got to go play in Canada, I'm done. I said, if you don't give me a job in the NFL, I'm going to get me a new agent. And you know what I'm saying? That's just what it's going to be. Because in my mind, Jay, all my life I've been preparing for the NFL. I always told my friends I never had a plan B. And, I used to be in high school. All my teachers just be like, oh, well, you need to think of a backup plan. But what am I thinking about a backup plan for when I've been preparing for this my entire life? I've been preparing for this since I've been playing this game since I've been 7 years old. And like I tell my son, if you ain't gonna put your all into this game, or you ain't gonna give it everything you got, that's in anything you do. Just stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because what you doing it for?
Facts.
In my mind, I believe that I was good enough to play in the NFL, play with the best of the best. So what am I going to Canada for? I'm gonna keep trying until it's sticking. That's what I did, and guess what? It stuck. I ended up getting on in what 2014. I want to say 2014. Ended up getting on playing special teams, and guess what? That was my way in the league. Everybody want to be the number one receiver, number two receiver, the number one DB, number one running back, or quarterback, whatever it is you want to be. But guess what? There's other ways to make it. You gotta find your way, and once you find what you good at and what you can. You know what I'm saying? What you can stick, what stick with you and whatever you can do to keep you there, that's the way you go. And the special teams was my route. And I ended up playing 8 years in the NFL. I ended up getting some good contracts, you know what I'm saying? And ended up, doing good, man. And it was a good career for me. And, and when I'm ready to put the pad down, when I finally made up my mind to put the pad down, guess what? I'm cool with it because I did way more than expected. I've done way more than anybody ever thought I was going to do. You know what I'm saying? I always knew my potential and what I was going to be and what I was going to do. You know what I'm saying? And I did that, and I feel like I accomplished enough, and I'm cool with putting the pads down.
Hey, salute, man. Dang, what a story. Man.
Let me say this. Let me say this.
A little background,
for the people
man.
that don't know, this time to just be real. For the people that don't know, Josh Bellamy, like I said when he went out, Josh Bellamy, from the day I met him until now, always carried himself as a superstar. And what I mean by that, like his mind, like I said, Kansas City had star players. He was on the practice squad when I was with him. But if we was to go out of anything, I always thought he was the star of the team. Just the way he carried himself, the way his mindset was. And a lot of people were like, dang, he's so arrogant. But he was real humble now, very cool. But a lot of people might would have took that as, man, who this dude think he is? But he showed you who he thought he was because he proved it. Bro, I'm going to be on an NFL team one day. And you know what I'm saying? And he never gave up. And I think it was because of his confidence. Like I've met probably 7 billion people in my life. Nobody has more confidence than Joshua Bellamy. You see, you want to play me one-on-one. He just, his confidence is just, the man. So once he made it, man, and every time you see Joshua drip, he's dripped out. It's gonna prepare us for something. He's dripped out. Joshua's just, he gonna catch your eye. I don't care if you're a man, woman, you just like, man, who in the world is that? Because he's going to take advantage of whatever opportunity he get. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it's in. So what it's coming to, like when Joshua was in the league, them 8 years, and he was very flamboyant. Now that's probably one of his weaknesses. He's very flamboyant. The jewelry, the cars, just his persona. Just when he go out, the sections. Joshua Bellamy is that. People in the league that were really superstars was trying to follow Joshua Bellamy, his swag, because they didn't have it,
But CJ, you gotta understand the reason I was like that is because I ain't never had it. So when I got it, I always told myself when I got it, I'm gonna do it as big as I can. Anytime I ever went out or did anything, I don't care if you got $20 million. I got $3,000 in my pocket. Get what? I'm gonna pay my way. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do.
And he's gonna look like he got 50,000.
And I'm gonna look like I got 50.
No matter what it was, no matter what the situation was. I get it to him. But this we gotta get to the good part. So Joshua Bellamy lived his life on that level. He was top tier. Why his phone going out? Okay, Joshua Bellamy, he lived his life top tier. He has no regrets. So, Joshua, I want to ask you this. At that point in time, those 8 years, how did you feel? Like, how did you feel having, like you really had the world in your palms. You had whatever you wanted. You balling, you shining. You know, everybody wants to be around you at this point in time because you the hottest out. Like, how did you feel at that point? What did that do for you?
Let me add this real quick, Jack. Because there's a lot of guys that ain't making, man. A lot of guys that scratching, clawing in your like, you know, in a similar position that you were in that never made it, that stopped. You know, so man, please tell us.
How did I feel? You know, once you get to a level of success, when you got the money, you got the cars, the girls, the houses, jewelry, all that, and you build the ego, you build an alter ego, and you know you get a false reality of life of what's really going on. See, I've been fortunate to be on both sides. You know what I'm saying? So when I was in the league, man, you know, I had to, like you say, I had the world in my pocket. I did whatever I wanted to do. If I wanted to go to the club, I'm going to the club. If I wanted to go buy me a new car, go buy me a new car. If I wanted to get me a new girl, I'm gonna get me a new girl. You know what I'm saying? It's just that easy and it's that accessible when you playing at these levels and you would just reach a level of success. It's just real easy. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like I say, I've been fortunate to be on both sides. So like now, you know what I'm saying, that I've gone through some of the stuff that I've gone through, I found a way to balance myself out. That was like my biggest thing, balance. You know what I'm saying? And discipline. One thing I admire about Vez is he got discipline. No matter how high he get or how much money you get, he always find a way to stay balanced. You know what I'm saying? One of the best quotes I ever heard him say is, watch how you lend and watch how you spend. Because, you know, you got a lot of people that are opportunists, that are looking to find a way to gain some type of way off of your success. You know, there's only so many people out here that's really getting it, and you know what I'm saying, that's getting to the bag or whatever, however you want to put it. And then you got the people that come along and they trying to find their way to get some money off of your situation or whatever. So you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, now I'm just trying to find balance, keep myself grounded, and you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the best way to go, because once you get too high in yourself, you know what I'm saying, it could be just like a quicksand. It could just drag you under. You know what I'm saying? Now I've been there in life. I'm pretty sure everybody done been there in life, when you just get so high in life, when you getting the level of success and you just making a lot of money or whatever you're doing, you overlook the little things and the stuff that really matter, and you know what I'm saying, you overlook people that really matter, that have your best interest. So right now I feel like, you know what I'm saying, that's just where I'm at in life. I'm cool with living my life for my kids, and it ain't about me no more. You know what I'm saying? I done had my fun in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got friends that be calling me, hey man, let's go here, but it ain't too many more clubs I could go to. Ain't too many more bottles I could pop. Ain't too many more cars I could drive. Right now, everything I got going on in my life that I'm trying to do is for my kids.
Vez, you muted right now. You muted, Vez. Unmute yourself. Man, young guys, y'all listen to Josh. Y'all pick up that game. Balance, y'all. Balance.
Let's transition to this. All right. Me and Joshua had this in common. You go from being, everybody wants to be around. Everybody wants to just be in your, you know, everybody wants to be in your area, your vicinity, because you attract money, you attract the women. The lifestyle you're living, they either want to be like you or they just want to benefit something off the lifestyle that you're living. Yeah. So now, me and Bellamy had this in common. We both took a fall, for y'all who didn't know. I took my fall right before Josh, and then I came home, actually. And one thing I would say, I probably only reached out to Josh once or twice when I was in there, but he answered, talked to me, uplifted me, was good. But I lost a lot of people during my journey. When I failed, a lot of people failed too. They were just like, oh, but shoot, I can't benefit anymore off it. So why am I talking to him? Or why am I being loyal to him when I can't benefit off him anymore? So My question to Bell is, did you have any of those type of people in your circle once you took your fall? Did people bag off you?
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, I'm talking about, I done been on NFL teams where I done been, even like the Bears, I done went to the facility and I go out there to the practice, whatever, and you know, it's like, hold up, you know what I'm saying? You got this going on. We can't really touch you too much. We can't really talk to you too much, you know, and there's been people like that, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what he got going on. You know, it just, you know, once you hit that level and you know what I'm saying, once that, like, especially in my level in biz, you know, too, you know what I'm saying, my case, it was so broadcast and all over the world that I had people like, oh man, he's so stupid. Oh, why would he do this? You know what I'm saying? Whoop whoop. But they don't really know the story or the background. So what my whole thing was, my case, it happened. I was trying to do business, right? I was doing business with a management that I always been doing business with, been handling large lump sums of money. You know what I'm saying? I know I was coming to the back end of my career. So I said, you know what? I'm going to start investing in some business. I'm going to get me some business. I'm going to start doing some business. I'm going to get me a business loan. I got a $7 million contract with the New York Jets at the time. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go get me a business loan. So my management like, okay, cool. We're going to get a business loan. So I said, okay, come on. I go do the business loan. I'm going through all the stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm going, checking everything out. And you got to understand, us as athletes, and this is another thing, like, I think that we need to, you know what I'm saying, kind of get educated on. Us as athletes, we need to start being in control of our own finances and looking into our own stuff, because it's a lot of people that, you know what I'm saying, that gain off of us not paying attention. So me, by not paying attention, you know what I'm saying, I got taken advantage of, because I thought I was doing a business with these people. But these people had different, you know what I'm saying, they had a whole different game plan than what I was trying to do. And they put me in something that I didn't know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got the funds, but I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I sent most of the funds to them. But while I'm thinking I'm doing business, sending the funds to them, they keeping it, doing whatever they doing, you know what I'm saying? So, but long story short, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I lost a lot of, I don't think I lost a lot of friends. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it was a blessing for me. It was really a blessing, because when you go through traumatic stuff like this, and you go through these type of hard times in life, you know what I'm saying, you really get to see who there for you. You know what I'm saying? All the homies who was calling my phone at night, hey man, we going out. I ain't heard from you. I ain't talked to you. You ain't wrote me a letter. You ain't went by my mama crib or called my peoples and said, hey man, I'm gonna send you this, send you that. I'll make sure I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? All the females that you done popped them bottles with and hung out with, they ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I was looking for them to do that, but you know what I'm saying? But all those people that you looked out for, they not gonna be there. And they wasn't there for me. You know what I'm saying? I got blessed to have a couple of friends, you know what I'm saying, that was there for me. That, you know what I'm saying, looked out for my family, my kids. Looked out for my kids and stuff while I was, you know what I'm saying, down doing my little bit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Vez was one of them, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that I could call, and if I really needed you, hey Vez, you know what I'm saying, I need you to go, you know what I'm saying, send my girl a couple dollars or whatever it is that I needed. Even if I needed him to go by my house to do something, I could count on him to do that. And there's people that I feel like I should have been.
How important was that, man? How important was having someone like that?
See, people don't understand. See, I think the society, they so caught up on the internet that a lot of people ain't even been locked up. They don't even know what it feel like to be locked up. They don't know what it feel like to not go and eat what you want to eat, or somebody just give you slop and you don't get a chance to get seconds. You don't get a chance. When you gotta go. I worked in the kitchen. I used to have to wash 500 trays. You know what I'm saying? Like my son, I told him, he complained about washing 5 dishes. I used to have to wash 500 trays. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And if I don't do this, guess what? I'm gonna get rolled up, or not be able to get on the phone and call my family or see my kids when I want to. I got a 15-minute call. I got to call my wife or call my girl or whatever, call for 15 minutes, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, we take advantage of the things so small in life that mean so much. So, you know what I'm saying? it really means a lot when you could call somebody. It means more than somebody sending you money. In prison, it means more to talk to somebody than them to send you money. If I could call you and talk to you on the phone and just be like, hey, it's 15-minute call. When I get off that phone and I hang that phone up and I go to walking back to the unit or whatever, that means so much. Like, dang, boy, I just got a taste of the free world. Like, man, you know what? Man, damn, man, that means so much to me. I don't care. They gonna feed me anyway. Forget the canteen and the food. Forget that. I'm gonna get me 3 meals. They owe me 3 meals. They gonna give me 3 meals. But that phone call, that means so much. You know what I'm saying? And I think that the people on the outside world, they really don't know. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't really get that part of it. You know what I'm saying? Just picking up your phone and talking to your loved ones or whoever calling you just for them 15, even it could be 5 minutes, 2 minutes, just to pick up your phone and they can hear your voice and talk to you, because you don't know what they don't know what you're going through out here, but guess what? You don't know what they're going through in there. So, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing I'm real big on, you know what I'm saying, is talking to the people, like, because I've been there. I know what it's like. And Vez, you know what it's like, you know what I'm saying, with somebody to answer your phone call. That just means so much.
Jay asked me that question about probably 2 or 3 months ago. Like, Vez, you got so much going on in the outside world. Why do you keep answering and keep in touch with the people in the jail cell? You know you never going back. I said, Jay, because I knew how much it meant to me for somebody to answer my call. And these guys can't call nobody. So I'm constantly answering their calls, constantly entertaining whatever they got going on, and, you know, listening to them. They're not talking about anything. But at the end of the day, I did answer my call, and I answered your call. But hey, Bill, the last but not least, man, let me ask you this, Bill. Okay. When you went from I'm the man till I'm behind bars, how did you adjust?
You know, it was rough for me. The biggest thing for me was leaving my family. I wasn't worried about, you know what I'm saying, going to prison, because, you know, I really come from the hood, from the ghetto. So I know how to adjust in any type of, you know what I'm saying, environment I'm in. But my biggest thing was leaving my kids and my family, you know what I'm saying, because I feel like I'm the protector. And without me, I don't know, you don't know what's gonna happen when you know what I'm saying, when you go away. So when I got in there, you know, it was stuff that I had to learn, though. It was a lot of stuff I had to learn. One of my homeboys told me, man, you gotta learn how to be. See, my thing was the authority figure situation. Like me and the police, the guards, we didn't really click too much, because I'm coming from the free world. I'm really somebody out here. So you over here driving this Hyundai Accord ain't finna be telling me to wash your dough and all. No, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So I had a hard time adjusting. I had a hard time adjusting to, hey, you can't go here at certain times. Well, I'm like, why I can't go there? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, why I gotta stay on this unit all day? Like, what I'm saying, why? I you know, my biggest thing was like, why? You know what I'm saying? Why I can't get an extra soda? Why I can't, you know what I'm saying? That was why, like, you know what I'm saying? That was my biggest thing, like, you know what I'm saying, adjusting to the whole thing. But, you know, I had just got there, and it was a lot, you know what I'm saying? My sentence, it wasn't too long, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I kind of got it, and that's what helped me through, because I don't think if I would have stayed with the same mindset I went in there with, my sentence would have ended up being longer. You know what I'm saying? I had to really humble myself to, hey, you can only spend $85 a week on food. This is all you can get from here. So I have to make this stretch. Whatever I buy, it has to last me for a week. You only get a certain amount of toilet paper every 2 weeks. I have to make this toilet paper stretch. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I remember them days.
You can only buy a certain amount of stuff. Like, hey, I might want 20 bags shipped. You only can get 5. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain stuff you got to adapt to. You know what I'm saying? And it's certain stuff that you got to be willing to give up when you go to prison. Like, it's phones in prison. But if you want to go home, it's certain stuff that you got to be willing to give up. I know I want to go home, so I cannot be on no phone, get caught with this phone, get shipped, go to another prison, and end up having to call my wife and tell her, hey, you know what? I'm getting shipped. Well, I ain't even gonna be able to call her because you're gonna be in the hole. So whenever you get to wherever you're going, you're gonna have to tell her then. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff that you gotta be willing to give up. You gotta be able to humble yourself, and you gotta be able to have some discipline once you get in prison. And it's codes and morals in prison. It's certain stuff that you can't do. That dudes is like the remote. You can't go in there thinking you finna get this remote control and be flipping through this TV when you got somebody been here for 10 years and they watch these certain shows. You gonna watch what they watching. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter who you is. And like Vez say, I came from here. But when I got to prison, I went from making $50,000 a week to making 80 cents, $2 a month. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody on the same level when you get there. You got millionaires in prison. You got regular dudes in prison that got more money than millionaires in prison because the actual money is not money on the compound. That's not money. In the feds, it's stamps. So you could be telling the dude, hey man, I'm gonna have my people cash out you. They don't want to cash out. They want stamps. And some people don't, if you don't know how to make your way or find your way in prison, you'll have a rough time. So you know what I'm saying? It's either you stay all the way out the way or you're gonna be all the way in it. And you know what I'm saying? Hopefully you don't get caught doing what you do, or you know what I'm saying? And hopefully you can make it out.
We are about 42 minutes in, y'all. But Bill, I had a question for you, man. Anybody ever reach out to you, ask you about that experience because they're going through it now and they want to get some insight?
Yeah, I had a homeboy, man. He had got caught a little case or whatever. And he was asking me about the lawyer situation and all this. He was ready to go pay $50,000 for a lawyer. I paid $100,000 for my lawyer. I wish I never did because you're gonna get the same time. You know what I'm saying? It go by your guideline and your points. See, but the people who've never been, they don't know. So you're gonna go spend all that money on the lawyer, but the lawyer ain't gonna do nothing for you anyway. It just, he's just gonna be your representation in court and he's gonna collect a check. You know what I'm saying?
I told Bellamy that. I told him that before he got the lawyer.
But me not knowing, you know what I'm saying? I'm going in. I'd rather go in with everything I got than, you know what I'm saying, go half stepping. But now, if something was, God forbid, something was to happen, I wouldn't get a lawyer. It's not because it's gonna be the same thing anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I told my homeboy, you know what, man, don't even spend all that money on no lawyer because it's gonna be the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But if you do happen to go to prison or the federal penitentiary, just, you know what I'm saying, have your mindset right. You know what I'm saying? Get your affairs or whatever in order before you leave here. You know what I'm saying? And make sure your kids and your peoples is straight. And go ahead and handle your little business. Go do what you gotta do and come on back home.
Right. Hey, Jay, I'm gonna add this right here because a lot of people gonna ask this question because a lot of people wasn't familiar with Bellamy's situation or mine. So they say, Vez, if you knew you was not guilty, why did you accept a guilty plea? When you messing with the feds, they make it so hard. They don't play right. Like, okay, Bellamy could have said, man, I'm innocent and fought his case. But they told Bellamy, if you fight this is what you're looking at. If we find any wrongdoings on your behalf, you're looking at 10, 15 years. But if you just say, I'm guilty, you can go do 18 months and come home.
Yeah.
So with the right advisory, Bellamy's going to say, hey, man, go on ahead and plead guilty, bro. Because in some way, I might not be all the way right, but I know I didn't do what they accused me of. But if they just pull anything to say I'm wrong, I'm going to have to do 15 years. Let's go and do it.
That's what they told me in my case. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang. My lawyer like, man, we could take it to trial. He's like, man, we got a good chance of winning. But I'm like, trial? I know if I go to trial and I lose trial, I'm going to do 30 years. I got a 37-month sentence. I could go do 37 months. 30 years, I ain't going to do 30 years. I'm going to take these 37 months. Because, like Vez say, it's going to be hard to beat them people. They going to tell me, this was their main thing with me. Well, you got the money. Did you receive these funds? Yes, I received these funds. Did you spend these funds on anything other than employees? Yes, I did. You're guilty. You know what I'm saying? You're guilty because this was specifically for people with businesses like a Burger King to pay their employees. And if you did not do that with those funds, in that case, PPP, you're guilty. So I took that and said, you know what? Guess what? I'm cool. I'm gonna take these 37 months. I got an RDOT program that came through. That was a year off. They now got, you know what I'm saying, first step credits. You know what I'm saying? You get some like 15 days off every 30 days. People get now. So you know what I'm saying? So I ended up doing 12 months. Really would have did 9, but I got in a little something and had to do 12 months. So you know what I'm saying? It was smooth. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I really wish I didn't have to, but it really was a blessing for me to go and do that because it helped me now what I'm going through now. If I never would have went to prison then, I probably would be doing who knows what. You know what I'm saying? So
did it ever cross your mind when you was in there like, hey, I'm gonna get out, I'm gonna rehab, and I'm gonna get back into the league. I'm gonna show everybody. Ever cross your mind?
You know, it did. You know, but I was like, you know what? In my mind, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, man, you know what? I think I'm gonna be done with the game. I'm done with. I've been doing it since I've been 7 years old. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the league for 8 years. I got kids. You know what I'm saying? I was on pre-trial release. This really when I made my mind up. When I was on pre-trial, and you know I got a chance to be home for real. You know what I'm saying? Without me going out, hanging out, partying, whatever. And I got a chance to see my kids go to school, get to see my kids wake up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Make them lunch, dinner, all type of stuff that I never really got to do because when I was in the league, I leave at 6 in the morning and don't get back to 6 at night. When I used to leave home, my kids used to be asleep for when I go to work. And when I used to get back home, they getting ready to go to bed. You know what I'm saying? So now that I got a chance to do that, you know, I'm like, man, you know what, man? My wife, we got something going on, got a little business going on, you know what I'm saying, man? We making all right, little money or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I could really, you know what I'm saying, take this time to, you know what I'm saying, get my mind right. So that's, you know, that's my biggest thing, you know what I'm saying? I've been taking this time to just really get my mind right. You know what I'm saying? Seeing little business ventures I want to do, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, just enjoy my kids. That's really what it's about with me, man. I just want to enjoy my kids and live this life, man.
Vezino,
Talk to me.
episode 8, y'all. Vezino podcast. About 48 minutes in. 48 minutes in. We had.
Hey, Bill want to talk about a topic, man. We had talked earlier on the phone. He's not gonna buzz off right now, so we're gonna talk about this topic real quick, Jay. This the main one. Okay. I think we got like 2 I really want to talk about. Jay, what was the one about when I was talking about the Dboys? Read that when I asked that question.
Advice to Dboys: stop making money just to re-up. Right there at the bottom.
I go first. Listen, this is what I'm tired of seeing, man. I'm tired of seeing these Dboys get about 10, 15,000, go buy their pack, get his girl some of the profit, do this, do that, go out to the club, go buy the new shoes, buy the new drip, blah, 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 and then go spend the same 10, 15,000 with the club. You are not in that lane of life to stay where you at. And if you constantly living the fast life and just spending and taking care of all your girls and buying a new drip, you will never get to where you can spend 100,000. So you're not progressing. So that's back to what I tell people. Yeah, you got motion, but you're not progress. You just moving in circles until the police knock you off. You know,
you got motion, but you ain't in motion.
Right.
You ain't in motion.
You need to be climbing. You need to be progressing. If this year, if I see you in December and you got 30,000 and you out there hustling and doing your thing, next December without any hiccups, you should have 150, 180, man.
Well, see, Vez, you got to understand what's going on in the world right now. See, everybody doing something for somebody.
Okay.
The women are getting their breast done, booty done, whatever they doing to attract the man with money. The men are going to make the money, buy new clothes, do whatever, new jewelry to impress the women. So everything is really at a standstill. So people don't really see what's going on because it's just like a revolving door. If I make $10,000 a day and I go spend $4,000 on my outfit, okay, I go spend $2,500 of that in the club. Everything I hustle for is gone. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. So right now, I think that we really messed up right now. We got to reset. You know what I'm saying? It's a reset. But because if you think about back in the day, the hustlers back in the day, they weren't doing that. They were cheap with that money. They weren't spending no money on nobody. They were keeping that money in their pocket. And guess what? They weren't going out every day. See, everybody caught up with the nightlife right now. That's what's going on. Whatever I could do on Instagram. Who got the best? Who got the biggest spread? Who, you know what I'm saying, got the newest car? But guess what? They doing that, but you don't even own your crib. You don't own your car. Your kids ain't got on new clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Would you say they're acting out of their level?
Well, you know, us as people, that's what we do. Because we never came from nothing. You get what I'm saying? We never came from nothing. So when we do get this money, it's like, damn, let me act an ass. I'm finna act an ass. I'm finna show why. I'm finna do my biggest move right now. You know what I'm saying? So no, we living above our means because we the only culture.
Social media has them living above their means. It's social media.
Well, yeah, okay. If your girl, you got to think about it. If you got a female, right? Say your girl, if you don't have a strong-minded girl, if your girl is on Instagram all day, and she see the girls on Instagram that got the new bags, new shoes, and that's all she look at all day, what you think she gonna be trying to do? She gonna be trying to get the newest bag and the newest shoes. And guess what? If you can't get it for her, she gonna go to the dude who can. You know what I'm saying? It's the $1 more theory. You can have 20 million, but if that boy over there got 21, guess where she going?
Yeah. Yeah. If it's not real love. If she don't really love
you, you know that though.
I'm going after the check, you know, and that's why a lot of these guys getting in trouble. Because man, you keep taking those risks so you can have enough money to keep this girl happy. Because you know, if you fall off, she's gone.
She gone.
That's what a lot of people getting in trouble by.
What's the advice then, man? What's the advice, Bill? What do they do? How do they get out of that cycle, man? How do they break it?
Have a goal. Have a goal before you start. Before you start doing something illegal and take a risk, which I advise people to take a risk. I didn't say take a legal risk, but I advise people to take a risk. Before I take a risk, I'm going to have a goal in mind, bro. I want to get this out of this. I'm already taking a risk of my freedom. Let me make sure that I accomplish this goal at least. You know, if my goal was to save up 100,000, 150, 200, let me do that. So if you have a goal in mind, you won't have any of those interruptions on your road. You know, you won't have these stumbling blocks on the road because your goal is on the mind. I'm not giving you no money, bro, because I have a goal to meet. You see what I'm saying? Even if I got it, I don't have it to lend because I have a goal to meet and I haven't made it there yet.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie though, Jay. A lot of that stuff come with maturity though. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of young dudes getting a lot of money. So you know what I'm saying? They ain't thinking about, when I was I was 21, 22, getting a lot of money. We getting a lot of money. Mm-hmm. I might go and hit the dice game and win me 30, 40,000. I'm gonna go spend 20 of that on whatever. I might go to casino and lose 10. Mm-hmm. Because the money coming so fast, you ain't thinking about later. They ain't thinking about later. But it takes for you to hit some bumps in the road, have some real shit going on for you to think like that. But you know what I'm saying? It'll come. You know what I'm saying? Right now, like I say, man, in your 20s, man, you hanging out, you having fun. In your 30s, you should know what's going on in your life. You should know exactly what's going on. You should know who you is, and that's what it is. In your 40s, you should be just trying to sit down. Time to sit down. You know what I'm saying? You got people that's 30, 40 years old still trying to be 20. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't the game. That ain't the game. You know what I'm saying? It's time for us to, man, we gotta elevate, dog. And we don't elevate, we gonna
what changes, what makes the difference though, Bill? With the hustlers who you'll be like, bro, that man actually saved up $1 million. That man actually saved up a half a ticket. When they was in their 20s, they had enough mature. They was on a mature level of saying, I have a goal. See, I know some guys that call me now that's 27, 28, and everybody in the hood think they're rich. But as soon as they go to jail, hey, Bill, bro, you know I got you, bro. Get me out. Give me about 2 or 3 weeks, I'm going to have you bro, you don't got $4,000. Man, you riding on 26s. You got all the new drip. You don't have $4,000, bro. The police didn't take no money. What's going on? Man, I was in the middle of I was in the middle of this and that. Them the type of hustlers I feel like shouldn't be hustling.
No, they shouldn't be hustling. Because they ain't no hustler. Anybody who in the streets, if you in the streets, that's rule number one. To have your money put up for the rainy day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You
Who's
supposed to have
telling
that
you?
money put up for the rainy day.
Who's telling the young guys that though? Coming like you said when you was 21,
Guys
22,
like us.
getting money.
They gotta be lucky to have guys like us that's been through some things, that's been high, that's been low, that's been everywhere. And now we're older, mature enough, and we caught a liking to you to pull you to the side and say, hey man, come here. Hey man, you going about this wrong, bro. You hustling backwards. You don't gotta listen to me. I don't want nothing from you. I don't want to benefit from you at all. But I'm telling you, you were hustling backwards, man. And I said it because I like you. Now go on about your business. If they want to take heed of what I'm saying, cool. But if not, hey, go bump your head, man. Don't call me when it's time to bund out.
Yeah. For real. I remember I used to go to casino, right, Jay? Remember I was in San Diego. Vez was out there with me. I'm at a casino. Me and Vez, we go to casino. I'm like, dang, Vez, come on, man. We're going to gamble a little bit. Vez go get about $10,000, right? A chip. He just got him sitting in front of him. He ain't gambling at all. He just said, like, damn, Vez, you ain't going to gamble. I'm like, Vez, why would I lose my money to the casino? You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about it. They cheating. We know they cheating. We know we can't beat them. But we still trying. Mm-hmm. And that changed my whole mindset a lot of ways that I was gambling. Like, hold on. Vez. Now, Vez is the best of the best. Anytime it's me time for me to do something, if Vez ain't doing it, I ain't doing it. Mm-hmm. Vez say, Vez, start going to that casino and giving them people your money. You know what I did? I went to casino and signed myself up. I can't go to no casino. Because I done lost a lot of money in them.
Best move of his life.
Yeah. For real.
Leave that alone.
But see, the youth, the young people, you gotta be ready. They gotta be willing to listen. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta think about it, Jay. When we were always young, somebody was telling us though, hey man, don't mess with the little hot girls, boy. Right. Don't mess with the little girls, man. You know what I'm saying? Your little thing gonna get hot. Or they, you know what I'm saying? It's stuff, a lot of stuff they done told us that we ain't listen to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We should have listened to. Hey man, don't go spend up all your money, man. It's gonna be a time when you ain't gonna be making all that money like that. And you ain't listening. You know what I'm saying? So it's life, it's experience, you know what I'm saying? Glad that we done already experienced it. You know what I'm saying? Now we can get at reach the level where we could just, you know what I'm saying, we can flourish. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I hope guys around the league watch this podcast and they hear you say that, because it sounds like you're a changed person after all that, bro.
Oh man, for sure. See, man, JC, you don't really know. When I was in the league, we was hanging out. See, I was hanging out for real. All this stuff that they doing, all that, man, I used to hang out for real. I'm talking about I used to go out all night and then go to the facility. I used to go to casino, win me $50,000, go in there and hand out hundreds and pass them out. They know this. They tell you. I used to do this for real, Jay. I'm talking about like you go and really hang out. I send me $50,000, $60,000 worth of jewelry to the facility and bust my diamonds open, everything. Everybody like, oh baby, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a hustler that played ball. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't always counting on my weekly check from the league because I'm gonna make me some money regardless. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we gotta be, you know what I'm saying? We gotta be a little more I don't know how to put this, a little more, you know what I'm saying, cautious too, you know what I'm saying? Because that same way I'm feeling like I could go make me 20,000, I know I got 30,000 coming in this week. So guess what? I could go spend me 15, 20,000. I know I'm gonna get 30,000 next week. Guess what? Tomorrow is not promised. In the NFL, it is a week-to-week job. I seen a dude get $20 million on a $20 million contract, get cut week 3. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I seen this type of stuff happen. I seen somebody be hurt and they go out there and the team tell them to go out there on the field, put him in for one play, make sure he ain't hurt, take him out and cut him out to practice. You know what I'm saying? I seen this stuff happen. I know what go on. You know what I'm saying? But when you young, you don't really know. That's why like I said, I was fortunate to be on the team where them vets was like, hey, boy, you hurt. Don't go out there until you 100%. You know what I'm saying? Don't, you know what I'm saying? Certain stuff don't do. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I say, it's a week-to-week job. You never know if you're going to get another check. You got dudes that's playing in the NFL right now in this preseason. This going to be their last time putting on pads in their entire life. They ain't never going to put on pads ever again.
Yeah. It's a cutthroat job. It's a cutthroat industry, man.
But guess what? It's a cutthroat world because you got dope dealers that might go sell their last pack. You might go sell your last pack and you get jammed up and now you finna go do 17, 18 years.
Gotta be a calculated risk, yo.
Exactly.
Everything better be calculated.
Josh Bellamy,
Exactly.
former NFL star. Y'all appreciate Bell for coming on, joining us. We about an hour in, y'all. We ain't even get to the weekly news.
No, we ain't get to the weekly news, Jay. What the weekly news is?
See if Vez come back. Let's get to the weekly news, man. I wanted to hear Vez's opinion on this, but we can go with you first, Bell. Starting August 1st, all Louisiana schools now require to display national model of "In God We Trust" inside their classrooms. Any thoughts on that?
What you mean? What's that?
I guess in the classrooms now, they you gotta have the "In God We Trust," like, you know, the sign in the class when you walk in. You know, Pledge of Allegiance. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's a bad thing. You know, I'm pretty sure, you know, you got a lot of people in the world, a lot of people believe in God. You know what I'm saying? Some people believe in different gods, but I don't think that's too bad. I don't think that's bad. I think that's actually a good thing.
Good thing. How I saw it was, you know, I mean, you got cities like, I'm from Houston. Houston's like a melting pot. I got, you know, all kinds of different religions, all kinds of different races here. That's a big controversial thing in Houston right now.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Mm-hmm. Well, you know, yeah, you got different, everybody, you know, worship different gods. But it's all about how you look at it. You get what I'm saying? When it comes to religion, right, this is how my insight on it. When it comes to religion, everybody is worshiping a God, right? Mm-hmm. It's only one God. It's one God. If you, however you want to put it, if you believe in a God, which is the one true God you believe in, I may believe in the one true God I believe in. Vez may believe in the one true God he believes in. So if we put up "In God We Trust," it's all about how you look at it. I feel like the world is so technical and so petty nowadays. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's still "In God We Trust." It might not say "Yo God," but "In God We Trust." You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's all on how you look at it. You know what I'm saying? It can get real technical, especially when you're dealing with religion. I feel like religion was made to divide. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got everybody believing this, believing that, believing this, and then you got it's all that. Hey, guess what, Jay? You may believe in a different God I believe in, but guess what? You believe in God. You don't believe in the devil. You ain't worshiping the devil. So guess what? Me and you, we cool. You may believe in your God. You know what I'm saying? We all come from different places, different backgrounds, different nationalities. Half of the people on the earth don't even know where they come from. You know what I'm saying? So you don't even know who your original ancestors prayed to. So guess what? You believe in God. We both good. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with it.
Vezino,
Talk to me.
any thoughts on this "In God We Trust"?
Man, in God we trust, we need it. I mean, we need it. You know, I'm a religious guy. So, you know, with the school shootings, with all the stuff that's going on, with all our kids going the wrong way, I see nothing wrong with it. But I can understand why it's controversial, because a lot of people don't believe in God. You know, I didn't realize that until I went to prison. And I was just sitting up there talking to some guys, and they was like, man, if there's a God, why did my 8-year-old die of cancer? If there's a God, why am I in prison when I was a good guy? Why am I going through these type of things in life if there is a God? So you think I'm worse? So I understand where people coming from, but My faith, I believe in God, but I also believe that there is a devil. So I believe that there are bad things that's going to happen in life. But we don't want to just get too religious. But at the end of the day, I think it's a good thing. I'm a vote for it because I want to raise my kids to believe in God. You know what I'm saying? And like Bill said, people have different religious beliefs. So some people look at me and like, oh, your beliefs are crazy. They don't sound right. I might not agree with theirs, but however you were raised, that's what's in your mind. That's what's instilled in you, and that's the way you think that it's supposed to go. We have different religious actions that we take. But I'm cool with it, man. I don't have a problem with it.
Bill, man, you embraced religion when you was in there? Was it important for you?
Yeah, I did. I got a chance to, I always grew up being Christian, right? So I was like, okay, my mama was a Christian, my grandma was a Christian, which made me eventually be a Christian, right? So I thought to myself, I'm like, dang, well, if my mama was a Muslim, I probably would have been Muslim. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I started reading some books, and it was like, man, research this stuff for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because everything was passed down to us. You know what I'm saying? Religion was passed down to us by our family. You got some people that's atheists, some people Christians, some people whatever, Muslim. So I started doing my little research. I say, man, you know what? I'd rather be non-denominational because I want to see the different religions for myself. So I started going with the Muslims, with the brothers. So I went over there with them. I was with them. It was good. You know what I'm saying? But the thing I didn't really understand is they were speaking in Arab. So I wasn't, how you can go to church and I could feel what they saying at church because I speak English. I can hear what you're saying. I understand. I started going with the Muslims, but they're speaking in Arab. So everything they're talking about, I'm not understanding nothing they're talking about. So I'm like, dang, okay, they're not really making no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? I think that nowadays everybody's really getting caught up in the fact of the prayer with the Muslims. Like everybody want to, learn the prayer. It look cool, whatever, whoop-de-whoop. But I don't think a lot of people are really doing the research behind it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think that everybody just getting caught up on it like that. You know what I'm saying? Then I start going with the Moorish Americans. My one of my best friends, and when I was locked up, he was a Moorish American. So I started going to the temple with him, which it kind of made more sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Listening to him. And then when I went with the Moorish Americans, I started learning more about my background, my people. You know what I'm saying? This kind of stuff that my people went through, or you know what I'm saying, stuff that they teaching. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that was very much informational to me. So when I think about religion now, I don't really think, I always believe in God. I never pray to Jesus or whatever. I pray to God. You know what I'm saying? That's me. I pray to God. You know what I'm saying? So I believe in Jesus. I'm not saying I don't, but I pray to God. So when I got with him, you know what I'm saying, it was real informational. I feel like if you in religion and it's not teaching you nothing, you know what I'm saying? If you got, because everybody gonna gravitate to whatever religion they, you know what I'm saying? If everybody took a step back right now and they erase whatever religion you got and just put a bunch of religions out here and say, you gravitate to what religion you gravitate to, half of the people probably wouldn't even be the religion that they is right now. You know what I'm saying? You probably wouldn't even be a Christian, or you probably wouldn't be a Muslim. But some people grew up that way. Like when you think about, like I had a homeboy, he was from, forgot where he was from. He was from somewhere over there. But his people were Muslims. He grew up Muslim. You know what I'm saying? And my homeboy was telling me, he was like, man, you got to think about it. Muslims, they praying all these times a day because they were the sand people. You know what I'm saying? When they used to have to come in their house, they used to have to wash up. You know what I'm saying? You know how they go and they wash up, you wash up. They do that every time because they used to walk around in the sand. So every time they used to have to come in their house, they used to have to wash up and do that. We are not those Muslims over here. You don't have to go outside, wash up every time you walk because you don't live in the desert. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I don't really get too much into religion and all that. I believe in God. I'm cool with whoever you believe in, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You got your religion. I'm all right with that. I don't really, like I tell, I don't do all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with you as long as you believe in God.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Weekly news. James Harden calls out his GM, Daryl Morey, a liar, publicly. Now, Bill, I'm gonna ask you this too, but Bill, you ever have any teammates do that? Call out, front office, try to get moved, try to get a contract.
I remember my boy B Flow, Brandon Flowers, right? When I was in Kansas City, B Flow ain't like the GM. B Flow used to park his car in the GM spot every week just to make him mad. But no, I ain't never had. I seen dudes go at it with coaches, but I ain't never seen nobody really go at it with the GM or nothing like that. Nah, not for real.
It's gotta be different in NFL, NBA. I think it's a little different.
Well, yes, you gotta understand. In the NBA, they got way more leeway. They get, you know what I'm saying? They get a lot of money. You got James Harden got a $200 million deal. There's a lot of money invested in him, so he could say a lot of stuff and do a lot of stuff. In the NFL, you can't do that. You can't do that. People will cut you.
It's levels
like that.
It's levels to that, Jay.
His money guaranteed. He can say whatever he want to say.
What you think about this? What you think about this, man?
Go into our next one, transition in, because Bill answered that one perfect. It's levels to it, man. Just like I was telling Jay earlier, and this is why a lot of people was asking me, why certain things don't make you angry anymore? Why certain things doesn't trigger you anymore? Because it's levels. You know, at one point in my life, the smallest thing I fly off the handle, or I had to try to go earn my respect, or I had to try to act upon it to show people I wasn't afraid, or to show people that this is who I am. But now at this point in my life that I'm on another level, I don't have to speak on the level I'm on, because I'm gonna remain humble. But at the end of the day, hey man, you can't get to me by the words you say. You can't get to me by you put a post up or anything about me, because I know who I am and I'm confident in myself. It's levels to this. You're gonna act a different way when you reach another level. You know, that's why it be killing me when I see guys sign for $60 million and like Ja Morant. Why are you pulling a pistol? What level do you think you're on? Why would you show a pistol to a crowd and listen to NBA Youngboy to show like, I'm really like that? You're on a different level. We don't need to see.
Vez, see, but you got to understand, Vez. You really come from something. The way we was raised, you don't pull a gun unless you gonna use it. So why would I be showing my gun? Me who comes from something, I know I'm not showing my gun to nobody. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about these dudes that's on this internet, what they doing. A lot of people are trying to be something that they're not. They're not really coming from these backgrounds and stuff like that. So they trying to act a certain way. I'm a $200 million NBA star.
Right.
You don't even know if you know what I'm saying? I'm a star.
Right.
I got little kids, mamas, daddies, all these people looking at me. I'm not showing no gun nowhere. You would never know I even own a gun. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand, they're young kids, they on drugs, they on alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that we ain't never act this way, because we did when we was young. We just done growed up. But he don't got enough people around him to tell him, hey dog, you is a star. You is tripping. What is wrong with you?
Well, Bill, can we say that this man is actually like this? Because this is why. He didn't do it once. He did it twice.
Well, no. I ain't saying that he ain't the person that he might be a whatever he's trying to portray.
I'm not saying that he's a thug, but I'm saying there's something mentally wrong.
Well, you can't say something mentally wrong. See, now let's get on that, Biz. I'm gonna tell you something about that. Anytime we start acting like us, people go pull the mental card. He's not mental. There's nothing wrong with his mental.
He's just really crazy.
He ain't even crazy. He just
young
and dumb.
If you lose $100 million, you are crazy.
Yes. And well, in the sense of the term that you're using, crazy, not like he's really crazy.
No. I don't think that he's. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I can't even sugarcoat. He's coming up short upstairs. Everything not up there. Everything is not. He's a great basketball player.
Hey Jay, what I said, Jay, we're getting into the alter ego. we're getting into the ego. Now we deep into this ego that he done portrayed. You gotta understand, Vez, probably when that camera ain't on, the man probably got his gun on him all the time. You done been around athletes, Vez, you know, keep they fire. Keep your gun. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you in these certain places. You know what I'm saying? Certain stuff that you be doing. So I'm not gonna say he's crazy. He ain't insane. He ain't crazy.
Back to what I was saying.
He just made a bad decision.
Levels. I've been around athletes who were making $1 million a year. Keep they fire. Because they still go through the hood every now and then. Yeah. I've never been around an athlete who makes $60 million a year and talk about, yeah, bro, they better not run up. Are you crazy? They don't even go through the hood no more. It's levels of your life. Like, bro, this time, I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm not saying I'm
He just is that $1 million dude, but happened to get 60. He the $1 million dude you talking about, but he just happened to have 60.
Okay, hey, you right.
He one of the ones that slipped through the crack that they didn't really want to get that money to, but he got it. He done performed. The man got a scholarship playing in the gym, and a coach walked by at the drinking fountain and heard him and them in there playing basketball and seen him and put him on their team. The man had no scholarships, no nothing. A man accidentally walked past the gym, seen this dude in there balling, gave him a scholarship. He went to this team and balled out, and now he's an NBA star. Done got $60 million. The man down there at the game drinking, hanging out.
Levels, Bell. It's levels.
It's levels, Vez. But you can't say that for everybody because you don't know, Vez. You don't know.
At one point in time, we're just gonna get real person. At one point in time, Bell, there was no way in the world I was not gonna hustle some type of way in my life. I was going to do something to get some money. But it was levels. And I come from where, hey, man, if you don't hustle, you ain't going to eat. But, Bell, you cannot do something illegal right now? Are you crazy? I just, and I, you know what I'm saying? I slipped through the crack. They wanted to bury me. They tried to bury me a bunch of times. I done been to trial, I've been everything. I got here, bro, if you really think that I'm going to go over there and do something that ignorant, and I don't have half of what Ja Morant got, and lose what I got, man, you crazy. I just can't do it.
Bez, you been there. He ain't tasted that part of life yet. He ain't never tasted prison. He ain't never caught a case.
Well,
Bez, I'm gonna tell you how it really will, right? Listen,
listen the first time, Bill. He had to apologize to the league.
Listen to me, Bez. When I caught my case, right? You know I done did all type of stuff.
Okay.
I done did all type of stuff, but it always just go away. I'm like, okay, I done did this. Okay, go away. Somebody, hey man, you forgot to potential something. Go away. Pay a little money. Go away. When I caught this case, Vez, I was thinking in my mind that it's gonna go away. Vez, it did not go away. This was real life. This was a real deal.
It's the United States of America versus Joshua Bellamy.
Exactly. So guess what? Whatever he just did, and then get Vez, you gotta understand, bro. That could be his gun. He a superstar, but if it's his gun, it's legal fire. I'm not saying the way that he did, he should never put on the internet, but if he want to hold his gun, he can hold his gun.
Just don't have a camera around.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? That was the mistake, but it's his gun. You got people on these, people hold their guns and flash their guns and do all types of stuff all the time. He just happened to be a superstar doing it.
I'm gonna lose.
Just happened to be a superstar.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose $100 million because, hey, bro, I'm legal to have this gun and I'm gonna put it on.
So Vez, no. Listen, what crime did he commit? Why am I losing $200 million?
He didn't commit a crime.
What crime did I commit? He committed $200 million because they done assaulted somebody.
That's a crime.
Shot somebody. They done hit and run. They did. He ain't committed no crime.
In the black world, we need to make this up. We need a black law book. In the black African-American world, if you lose $200 million over stupidity, you just committed a crime. He need to go do 10 years. He need to go do 10 years. Because there's too many of us struggling to get where he at. And you go blow $200 million away because of this? Just because you did this.
He wasn't thinking about blowing $200 million. He wasn't thinking about that. Because if he was thinking about that, he would have never did it. He wasn't thinking about that. He wasn't even thinking that far. The young boy, they be on them pills, Vez. They be on them drugs. I don't know what he was on, but he was on something.
His
Might have
mind.
been on something.
There's something wrong with his mind. Something wrong with his mind.
But I know one thing though. I know one thing. He ain't commit no crime. I know that gun, whatever gun it was legal. He ain't no felon with a fire in possession of a firearm. So why am I losing $200 million? Judge me off what I do on the court.
Oh, hold on now. He's part of a public company, NBA, making him look bad, public relations, PR bad. Now you're gonna lose
Making
money
them
for the
look
whole
bad.
league.
You got
You're gonna
people
lose
on
money
the
for the whole
court
league.
punching people in the face, making them look bad.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
You got other races watching the game. You got other races watching the game.
You got kids. We already having a big problem with guns in this society. You got kids that look up to Ja. If Ja Morant posts he want yellow headbands the rest of the year, you're gonna go to high school games and everybody gonna have a yellow headband on. So this man is going to go up there and show us a gun twice on camera, waving it in the air, listening to NBA YoungBoy, promoting violence. Hey, man, listen, bro. Get out of our league, bro. Get out of our league, and you're a role model. I don't care if you accept it or not, you're a role model.
Well, we understand that, Biz. Like I said, though, I'm not agreeing with what he did.
But he didn't do nothing.
But what did he, what law did he break?
I don't think it's illegal for me to come home one day as an NFL superstar. And I told my wife to do something or whatever. We get into a little argument and she pushed me and I slapped her. I don't think I did nothing illegal. But try it and see what happens.
You saying you don't think you did nothing illegal? Well,
No.
That's assault.
This my wife.
You're going to jail.
This my wife.
Police, you going to jail. John Morant flashing his gun in his car on his internet is not a crime. What you did was a crime. That is not a crime, is what I'm saying.
They gonna treat that as a crime. They're gonna treat that worse than a crime. If he would have went home and slapped his girlfriend, he would have got suspended a couple games. He'll still have his endorsements and all that because they had a little domestic dispute.
Well, no, he might not have had his endorsement because
Nike would have kept him. Nike would have kept him. You go and show a gun, man, that kills people. He showed a thing that'll kill somebody.
Answer this. Are guns illegal?
Illegal in a lot of states.
Are they illegal in Memphis?
He didn't do it in Memphis. He showed it in Denver, Colorado.
Or is it illegal?
No,
they're
but
not.
how did you get it there? How did you get it there?
Hey.
You flew on a team plane to Denver, Colorado. Then you got to go.
Listen, Viz. The gun was not illegal, Viz. It's not illegal to have a gun.
Bail. Some drugs are not illegal, but take a lot of them. You're going to die.
You're going to overdose.
This gun is not illegal, but this is killing a lot of our youth. Bruh, get rid of those guns.
Well, why they won't stop making them, Viz? Why they just won't stop making them, Viz?
Because you have some Americans. Because you have some Americans that got enough sense to kill.
Cigarettes can kill you. It say it on the box, but they still sell them.
You're right. You're right.
Tobacco will kill you one day. If you smoke a lot of tobacco, eventually you would die. Yes, you would die. Answer this. Why was people going to prison for selling weed? Why would you just for selling weed, something that grow? You go over in Jamaica and just pick up some weed off the ground over there. They just grow it over there. You just go pick up some weed and just smoke it over there.
You want to know why? Why it's illegal? Because you are making money that's not taxable. We're not caring about, you're not doing nothing with the weed, but you got some Americans around here making $50,000, $60,000 a month and we can't tax it. So it's illegal.
Okay.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be what?
It shouldn't be illegal. That's just the government being greedy. If you're making any type of money and we don't get a piece of it, it's illegal. Any type of way. Anybody. It don't matter if you're selling weed. It don't matter if you selling a podcast. If you selling something and it's not being taxed, hey man, you're illegal.
Answer this for me. Mm-hmm. Why is meth and every type of drug legal in Oregon, but not legal in the entire world?
Where you say meth legal at?
It's legal in Oregon. All them drugs is legal in Oregon. Look it up. Okay. Legal in Oregon. Legal.
I'm gonna fact check that one.
Hey, Jay. Exit Bezo off. Something's wrong with his mind.
Bro, it's legal, bro. I'm trying to tell
Meth
you.
cannot be legal anywhere. Have you seen people that's on meth?
Look, oh, I was locked up with.
They turn into monsters.
Jay, look that up, Jay. Check that, Jay.
Great debate. Hey, great debate, y'all. I got another dispute actually to ask y'all about, and it's actually our clown of the week. Bill, you might know this guy. Blindside star Michael Orr claims that the Tui family did not adopt him and made millions off his name, making that movie The Blindside. Got any?
Wait, he say they did not adopt him and did not make millions?
Bill, let me break it down to you, Bill.
Not adopt him, but they made millions off his name.
Bill, let me break it down to you. I don't want anybody to feel like I don't like. I met Michael Orr and Ole Miss 10 years ago, maybe longer than that. Great dude, down to earth, humble guy. I'm talking about. I have nothing bad to say about him. This is why I feel like he's the clown of the week. Michael, you went and did a whole movie with these people. You done told us numerous times that these people adopted you. You said these people saved your life. You said these people gave you money, took you in when nobody else would. Your mother ran away. Now, I think that you have ran into a couple of financial problems. And now you coming out and saying these people never legally adopted me and they should be sued. They only did that to make money off me. Come on, bro. When we first seen the movie, we knew they did that to make money off you. Why would these white people adopt this big fat black boy and put him in their house? Because you had talent. I hope you didn't think you were cute. I hope you didn't think you were cute to them and they was like, please.
Man.
I'm just being real.
No, listen though. Yeah. Come on, Michael Orr. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like a backtrack. You know what I'm saying? You done told everybody these your family, you love these people, you got pictures, all type of stuff with these people. You know what I'm saying? And now all of it. How long that movie been out?
Man,
2009?
2009, Michael Orr. You done made 30 million off this movie.
That's then 13 years ago. Listen, and I like that movie.
Good
but
movie.
Michael Orr, no, he's tripping. Come on, Michael Orr.
Come on, bro. Chill
Now
out.
they ain't
Michael
no
Orr,
family.
and I'm not trying to degrade us.
They probably got an argument or something over there at the house.
There wasn't no argument.
And Michael Orr, y'all ain't mama, real mama and daddy no more.
Bell, this is what happened, Bell. He went to these people. These people are very rich. He went to Nashville, Tennessee. He said, hey, man, I ain't doing so good right now. Y'all give me a meal. And they said, no. He said, give me a meal or I'm telling. And they said, no. And he's came out with it. Okay? That's the only thing that happened, bro. Trust me.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
Yes. That was not a argument.
Wow. But Michael Orr made that money, man.
Okay. Do you think he's still financially up?
Well, you got to understand, a lot of people make a lot of money and they're not financially up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, I can see that. He probably in some financial trouble. We don't know. You know what I'm saying?
We don't
know. We don't know.
If you're financially up, Bill, why would you even come out with that? Like, you chilling. My life, why am I even if I am mad at them, it's not even a big deal.
It's some money involved. Some money involved. Michael Orr probably feel like he ain't get enough money from the movie.
They played him. He probably think they played him in some type of deal.
Played him.
Hey, Bill, I'm gonna ask you one more question. We're gonna get through this, man. I'm gonna give you your last goodbye. Listen, bro. Listen. Hear this out, Bill. You know the Bible too. This the saying? The root of money is the love of money is the root of all evil, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had an old school tell me, man, some years ago. He said the lack of money is the root of all evil.
Yeah. Right.
Let's break it down. You think I'm gonna break in your house if I got money?
No.
You think if I got, we're not talking about John Morant. You think if I make $60 million a year, I'm gonna come by your house shooting?
Probably not. Chances are very slim.
No. Do you think I'm going to be walking around here upset, mad, wanting to down people, wanting to horn people with just plenty of money? No. All of the problems, Bill, come by. If me and you right now, both of us billionaires, you got a billion, I got a billion. And now we got a business deal going. You think I want to play Bellamy out of $2 million, an extra $3 million? No, why? Why not do it fair and square? Because both of us have money. The problems come in when somebody has the lack of money, and now he's trying to go behind Bellamy back and do this and do that. You're doing all these things that's not right and unloyal because you don't have the money. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All these things come through by the lack of money, man. You feel what I'm saying, Jay? I don't want to steal. I don't want to do anything wrong if I got a lot of money. But as soon as I have the lack of money, I start to, do things that's not in my character because of the lack of money.
Yeah. I can see that, man. Definitely. The lack of money. That make a lot of sense now.
That make a lot of sense. I'm not going against the Bible. I'm not going against the Bible. Everybody love money, and I can see why the Bible said that's the root of all evil, because the love of money, people do some strange things because their love for money. But their lack of money, man, come on, Bill. If I'm broke right now, come on, Bill. If you broke, we just dead broke. Before them kids starve, I'm finna go rob this store, bro. I'm finna go rob the
liquor all types of stuff we need to do to go get some money.
I got to. I'm finna go rob the store so my kids can eat, bro. Because I don't have no money. I'm not gonna watch them starve.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we had a great show today. We had Vezino on the show. Y'all go look him up at Vezino on Instagram. That's my guy. I'm glad he even shared his story with us. He went from NFL, grinded his butt out to make it to the NFL, undrafted. Had a little problems. Now he back on life. He's coaching his kids. He got his dogs out, drip bully dogs. He gonna tell y'all more about that. This is not his last show. But he doing great in life. He got his investments going. And he just showing us it's a different route that he could do it. Got my boy Jay Money. I'm Vezino, man. We'll see y'all next week. We got Adrian Bronner next week. And we appreciate Bell. We might even include you, Bell, on the show next week with Adrian Bronner.
Yeah, I need to be on there with him. I
need to be on there with
him.
Hey,
Vet, hold on, Vet. Go ahead and shout out that drugstore.
Shout out Hudson Drugstore, my boy Joe Waits, the owner, man. They always look out for the whole community, our community. Everybody go to them. Great. They're just great people. Great environment once you walk in. Great hospitality, and we're gonna continue to support Hudson Drugstore.
Also, y'all, Vezino, the Vezlicious daiquiris and wings has a new website. Y'all can pre-order your food there. Only thing you can't order on there is daiquiri because they gotta verify your ID. So go ahead and order your food. Run through the drive-through and pick up your daiquiri there as well. Okay.
Hey, man, we'll see y'all next week, man. Shout out to Vezino.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate y'all,
man. Appreciate it.
Till next time, y'all.
Yep.